Hello, everybody. Welcome to 2023. So excited to be here and to be able to share this live video with you. So, today we are talking about your strategy for private practice for the new year. Your strategy for private practice for the new year. So, if you are a therapist, a new therapist, or an established therapist, and you need this information, please make sure that you share this video now and we're going to get started. Okay. So here's what I want to tell y'all. Hey, Instagram. Hey, LinkedIn, YouTube. Everybody's here. So excited. Okay. So for the new year, you need a strategy for your private practice. And I'm going to teach you guys some tips that you need to walk you through it. But I do need to introduce myself. A lot of y'all are new and you've never seen me before. So I don't want to assume that we're besties and we're not there yet. So I'm Cameisha Brewer Dickerson, licensed professional counselor practicing here in the state of Arkansas. I'm also a business coach for new therapists. I teach new therapists how to set up, structure, and market their private practice without relying on directories or paid ads. We use them, we don't rely on them for the success and the livelihood of the private practice. I'm also a business coach for established therapists. So if you are a therapist who's been in the game for a while and you've got a full caseload, but you don't know how to scale, meaning create additional streams of income, simplify your business model as well, hire help, get some new services and products and offers on the table so you can maximize your income and package your expertise, yes, we need to talk because I can also serve you as well. So, that's who I am. That's what I do. Tonight, we're going to talk about strategy. So, the last live video I did was talking about how to fill your caseload in January. So, it is now January, and shameless plug, the podcast, The CEO Clinician, comes out on Thursday, which is my birthday. So, we got 2 days until that happens. But you need to learn how to fill your caseload in January to position you for consistent revenue going into the summer. Now, for some clinicians, in the summertime, things do slow down because people are traveling, they're on vacation, they're at home with their kids. That does happen. But for other clinicians, depending on how your marketing and branding journey is, we see a lot more clients in the summer because a lot of people who don't have children, they take vacations and they're like, ooh, I've got a whole week to work on my mental health. So that's when they start trying to get a jump start on all their mental health problems, their challenges, try to get some treatment, see a professional. So summers can also be busy, but we got to start preparing for the summer right now. We got to get things in place. We got to get systems and strategies. And for new therapists, I really, really cannot stress this enough. Your word for the year, you can pick whatever word you want. It could be success, prosperity, and health and wellness, all of that. But when it comes to this private practice, you need simplicity. Some of y'all are really overcomplicating the process of private practice and you're trying to do too much and you are sitting in these Facebook groups that are not safe. Some of them are, okay? I'm not knocking Facebook groups. I love Facebook groups. I've gotten a lot of business from Facebook groups and met some incredible people. However, you need a simplified business model for how you're going to do business. You cannot do all the things. Facebook groups will have some of y'all losing your licenses, going to jail, committing insurance fraud. Like it's just not safe. So you need a simplified model and a path and a strategy for how you're going to build your business, meaning how you're going to get clients, how you're going to market to them, how you're going to put yourself out there, what the story is going to be. Because a part of marketing and branding is storytelling. Like, who are you? What do you do? What are you known for? What do other people say about you? Like, I'm a therapist who serves high achieving professional women with high functioning anxiety. And so, anyone who knows me, if you have a 6-year-old child who needs therapy, nobody calls me to see a 6-year-old child for therapy. That's not what I do. That is nowhere on my marketing. That is nowhere on any of my messaging on my directories and platforms. It's not on any promotional materials. When you hear me speak and teach, if I'm at an event, you're not going to hear me talk about childhood mental illness. That's not my thing. That's not the narrative of my branding story. So, as a new therapist, you need to start to develop your story. You need to start to develop your I help statements. You need to start to develop whatever it is that you want to be known for in your industry and in the field. Don't think just because you have a degree and a license that people are going to be beating down your door, dying to work with you. We can only work with the people that we know exist. And if we don't know you exist, we're not coming to work with you. Think about it right now. If you get ready to buy a home this year, what realtors are you going to reach out to? The ones that you know or the ones that somebody else recommends. So you have to be known or at least be known by somebody who knows somebody that can share who you are, what you do, and your business. So if you're a new therapist and you're like, okay, it's January 3rd, I don't have clients. It doesn't look like I'm going to be getting clients by the end of the week. All I have are directories that I'm either in a free trial for, the free trials expire, or you're past your free trial and now you're having to pay for directory. So now you're messing with your profit margins already because you're paying out money for a directory and for visibility and you're still not visible. You're not getting clients. If that's you, you need a simplified model. You need something different that's going to get you in front of those ideal clients. Again, your license and your degrees does not equal success in private practice. Now, you can stay at your agency, keep your job, take care of your family, pay your bills. I'm not advocating for everybody to come out here and do full time private practice if you don't know how to run a business. I think it's reckless. I think it's very irresponsible, and everybody needs to work and serve in the capacity that makes the most sense for them. Everybody is not meant to be a full-time entrepreneur, and that's okay. Don't beat yourself up about that. So now we need to have a little conversation about grace and about self compassion because full time entrepreneurship is not for the weak. Now, is it attainable? Yes. Can you do it? Yes, but you're going to need a plan and some support because it is real out here. I have seen therapists come out here with ambition alone. They had ambition, a license, and degrees, and they got out here in these private practice streets and went broke and almost lost their marriage and almost lost their house in foreclosure, had to file bankruptcy because they didn't have a business plan. They didn't have a business strategy. They didn't know everything it took on the back end. All they wanted to do was post, well, I'm in private practice. Okay, cool, but you're not making no money. So are you really in private practice? Or did you leave your agency prematurely? Like there's a difference. There's different levels of private practice out here. So be mindful of that, be cautious of that, but you need a strategy for your private practice. So I'll tell you a little sneak peek about what mine is for this year. We started planning for quarter 1 last year in quarters 3 and 4. So I didn't start January clueless. So those of you that are in January, you need to stop planning for January. Don't plan for the month that you're in. You need to be planning at least 60 to 90 days ahead so that you know what you're doing and you leave yourself room and flexibility for life to happen. Life to happen meaning pandemic. We saw that happen. Life to happen meaning all these directories that you know, love, and trust to build your practice. If all the directories shut down and they say, okay, no more internet, can you do business? Can you run a private practice if all of your eggs are in the online basket of directories? You also need to consider, okay, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm online. I'm doing the directories. I'm in these Facebook groups. I'm doing what everybody said, but I still don't have clients. Okay, you need to find one person that you like, that you know, that you trust, who can get you some results, who has also helped other therapists get results, and you need to reach out to them. You need to link up with them. You need to buy their product, buy their service, get on a phone call with them. You need to do whatever you need to do, but you have to, this is strategy too. You have to stop sitting back waiting for somebody to come build your private practice for free because we're not doing that. And there are some people, and this was a part of my strategy this year, was to stop listening to people who were not doing exactly what I wanted to do. So when I first started out in private practice, I had therapists who were telling me, oh, you don't have to hire a coach. You don't have to hire a consultant. You don't need to buy that course. You don't need to buy that master class. You don't need to register for that 3-day workshop. You don't need to do that. You can do all this stuff on your own. And I listened to them like a whatever. We won't call names and be self critical, but I listened to them and it was not very smart. And so they were right. I could do all of it on my own. But the problem with that is it cost me time and money because I was doing things the hard way. And I was like, oh, well, I don't have to pay somebody to do my website. I don't have to pay somebody to do this. I don't have to pay somebody to do that. And I didn't. And I should have, because I could have gotten there a lot faster. Yes, sis, you cannot DIY all the way through your business. You just can't. Now, do you need to cut corners and be smart sometimes? Yes, absolutely. And I do that even now because I like my profit margins to be at a certain place. But again, some things you just flat out have to pay for. And it is what it is, because whenever we think about our certifications, if somebody says, oh, you need to get trained in EMDR, trauma focused CBT, CPT, do all these other things, sand trade, play therapy, all the stuff, we pay for that and we don't blink an eye. Like, oh, okay, it's $1,500. Cool. It's a certification. It's going to get me clients. It is not. There are a lot of therapists sitting out here with every certification on the planet, and they are not profitable in their private practice. So you need to make a decision. Do you want certification and additional letters behind your name, or do you want a stable income so you can take care of your family? You can have both, but you're going to have to be really strategic and make a decision about who you are, what you do, what problem you solve, who your niche is, like who are your ideal clients, and who are the people that are actually looking for you, because everybody is not. Just because you have a degree and a license will not make you successful in private practice. So, your strategy for 2023 needs to be a simplified business model. It needs to be connecting with people who are actually doing the thing that you know how to do. I'm not talking about the thing you want to know how to do. I'm not talking about the grumpy people in the Facebook group that are like, ran, ran, ran. Insurance is bad. You need to do private pay. You need to do whatever you need to do to take care of your family. It's okay to have a hybrid model and have some cash pay clients and some clients that are insurance. You can do both. Nobody's a better therapist or has a better private practice just because they're fully online or just because they're fully cash pay. It doesn't matter. Pay your bills, provide high quality care and treatment, and live your life. Don't complicate this process. Okay. So, that's the strategy that I have for y'all tonight. The word is simplicity and being strategic, being intentional, and connecting with someone who is doing the thing that you want to do and they can help you get there. So if you're watching this and you're like, okay, Cameisha, you talking to me, I've been watching your videos, I want your help. I want you, hey Chelsea, go to my website. We're going to put the link in the description of this video at cbrewerconsulting.com, and let's get on a call. Let's chat. I can talk you through some of the things that I've done in my business. I can tell you the solutions and the strategies that I've used in my business. I can tell you how I've helped other therapists in their private practice. Aisha says her thing for this year is creating systems. Yes, I'm all about systems. And y'all, I'll tell y'all, I may need to do a separate video on that too. I'll teach you guys about systems and what systems are and what they can look like. Sometimes systems are software systems, and sometimes a system is just a process for how you do an intake with a new client or how you do a consultation call with a new client to make your practice flow better. Because sometimes if you get a client on the call and you're talking to them on a consultation call and you're not confident, you're not organized, you don't have a system, and you can't close them on the call, they're still not going to book with you, even though you did a phone call with them. So just because you're getting an inquiry doesn't mean they're going to be your client. Some people listen to you guys on the phone. They're like, nah, they don't know what they're talking about. I'm about to get back on Google or Psychology Today and find a new therapist. Don't be that therapist. Okay. I can teach you how to close them and actually convert them into being a paying client so you can serve them through your private practice. So you can go to my website, cbrewerconsulting.com. We have courses, we have one on one coaching. At the end of the month, we're going to be offering the course plus one on one coaching. I only do that a certain amount of times a year because I don't have the capacity to do it. And we do VIP days if you are an established therapist and you're like, Cameisha, I need to get organized. Like, I'm making money, but I got way too many clients and I need to get my life together. Then, yes, I can help you with that. And we'll talk about scaling, getting organized, creating systems and strategies to make your practice make sense. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for commenting. Make sure you share this out with a therapist who is ready for 2023 or thinks they are ready so we can get them a strategy for private practice. Y'all have a good night. We'll talk soon.